think I chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line him up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Without a doubt, I've been around. Yeah, everybody knows my name when I show up now. And I've been from New York to LA and every place in between, but they don't do it like we do it in my hometown. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line him up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line him up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Yeah, I'm anything but new to country. Yeah, I'm anything.
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. And this is not a good start. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now Darnold off the play action. Rolling out to his left. Now he takes it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. But he even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
2nd and 3 now. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and in midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Dumps it off to his running back. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Play fake. Darnold. A throw right side finds Cup. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Now come to the line here. 2nd and 9. And again, it's Darnold. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They get 22 out of that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
You want to become quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith-Njigba. So they're left facing 3rd and long. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 starts. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of your hand hit the ground on this side.
And he's brought down after a short gain. We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. A chance to take the lead here as they line up for the field goal. Looking good, but just a little too far left. He missed it. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker, and now they've got a first inside the red zone. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks get the game's first points here in the second. Jackson Smith-Njigba with the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
That one splits the uprights, and they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. We got ready to flip.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Swap Buddha.
Williams out to play fake. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got clean throw and drew the instant flag. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Williams on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
Brings up second and 15 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. But when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get them enough for a first down. And we're still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down, here's Swift. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Going all the way to the end zone here. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Bears got him. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you could create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. These guys got to change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
3rd and long. Here's Darnold. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Now Darnold, 4th down. Escapes the pocket. Into the crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the deficit stays at 7. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
We're going to run here. Kyle Manungai. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. The ground, it's Manungai. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough.
They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one, so they're keeping the football. Wow, this has been a rough sequence for them starting out. First the interception, and now almost giving it away again on the fumble.
Yeah, Coach is going to have to get everybody around the campfire and get this thing figured out, because through all the years and all the styles of play, we know one thing, Kate. Turnover margin in the NFL is the biggest indicator of winning and losing.
Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
What is that? Alert!
Swift. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Hate to say it, but it kind of feels like time, Brock. It might be time for this offense to get a little more one-dimensional, because his ground game hasn't done anything. I mean, just look up at the scoreboard.
Or maybe the in-between is a little play action. I mean, everything they've done.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Roll the Dudes, a touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone. He had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. Now an inside give to Walker. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Staying with Walker. Shoves him off. And he hit him along the sideline there. Pickup of 9, so 2nd and 1 upcoming.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second down, Walker's going to get it again. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. All set to go now from the 35. Going on first. Here's Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route to Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They give up the gut to Walker. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Moves to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Walker again. And stretching it out doesn't help him. He winds up out of bounds for a loss. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, man? And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks grow the lead to 7. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Williams. Completed over the middle. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense, getting him down behind the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
They're looking to throw. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Can't get the playoff in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. He'll look to throw it. That's completed right side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears cut it to just 2 late in the game. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for 2.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did, because, well, they work on 2-point conversions, but they're difficult. This is also a must-have, though, Kate, if they want to try and force overtime.
They knew what they had to do. First the touchdown. Now a 2-point try to tie.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
We got Hornets! Hornets!
Here he is to throw. And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4. Woo, crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie for now at least. It looks like they've staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. And the defense got to respond to send this game to overtime. Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Setting up to pass. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks have taken the lead late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams to throw. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Running with Walker again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Looking to throw. Pass complete. Screen play. And they're all over him after that catch. Won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to turn it over on downs. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
What is going on?
Back to work after throwing the pick. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks make the play that should win them this game. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here goes.
They're going to pass it here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
And it's knocked down at the line. One of those big uglies up front, got his hand on it at just the right moment. That's going to force 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
We're going to set.
He'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he crosses his sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. He's back to throw. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he gets the Seahawks first down, Brock, and that should finish off this win for him. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one.
It's a gain of 6. And the Seahawks first down.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He beams one, deep right side. And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way, still taking shots until the very last play. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start, all about how you finish.
With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Chicago.
I just wanna rock. Body of the
Damn. Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Ha! 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No ties, side up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides. And you better
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. Shifts by him. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
And Goff going to look to throw right away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's their defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
To throw is Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 73 yards. And the Lions need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Looking to put a drive together. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
25 yards there on the catch and run. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now will be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Goff. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams hauling that one in from Jared Goff. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And the Falcons, first down.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
16 more yards. That's another Falcons first.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Down to the 22-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight, and so far it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Cousins. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Tango 48.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now Cousins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll go. It's nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Cousins now. That is incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Two.
To throw, Cousins. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. David Stills, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Gonzalez able to take on the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Falcons 7. Bradley Pinion set.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Well, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Gone. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Gone.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
On first and 10. Here's Gibbs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to leave this for his running. Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
20.
Now it's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Gets around him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Falcons
on play action, Cousins.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
and the Falcons first down.
They'll throw again. Cousins. That's complete to Mooney. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
44-yard line.
Now Cousins. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Gain of 26 yards.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Cousins to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Throwing is Cousins. This will be caught at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
Darnell Mooney as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And they'll accept that penalty.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 38-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hey, lift!
The final shot before break here. Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
35-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. Just a gain of a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the drive will continue after the conversion on 4th. They'll work from the 20 on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Robinson will try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Neal on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll run for it with Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already know this is going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Back to throw, Goff. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Goff. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. This pass is caught by London. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Cousins. His throw incomplete.
That's a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Yellow.
To throw is Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one. And that one falls incomplete.
Good routes here.
4th down, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Getting 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard line.
Goff. And he fires one incomplete.
Basically, you're knocking out one or two guys from your offense.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That is caught. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Goff. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Here's second and 10. Throwing again is Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Goff. The short throw is going to be pulled in by Furtzer. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now. Second and 9.
20. 2 for 66.
Now it's Goff. Got his man. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
Lions first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Lions.
Goff now to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Goff. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only to about the 4. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
180. Super.
Third and goal at the 4-yard line. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they can't bring him down. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Ready? Listen to me. Stop.
Here's Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Cousins to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's first and goal.
Falcons, first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Cousins. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Darnell.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Back to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Gonzalez to add the PAT.
Extra point.
At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Hey, good game, buddy. Good game.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Goff. He's got this to Williams complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 19.
Goff going to throw it. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made.
His kick
extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 8.
Falcons 27.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And a pretty slick return. They almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets in just in the net.
No way I'm going to pitch him. No way.
The touchdown they need. Now they need a two-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. Cousins will try and throw. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the two-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they're getting up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That's good. We're on Lions. First down.
Throwing now. Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.